Hello, students, I'm Teacher Go. Today, I'll talk to you about market positioning in marketing. Through this class, we'll learn a few things. First, the meaning of market positioning, which is what market positioning is. Second, the steps in market positioning, meaning how to conduct market positioning. Third, the basis for market positioning. Followed by the fourth, gathering information for market positioning. And fifth, the methods of market positioning. From start to finish, this forms a progressive relationship. First, let's look at the meaning of market positioning. It refers to a company designing with the psychology of potential customers in mind, involving some designing regarding the psychology of these potential customers to establish a certain image or characteristic trait of the product, brand, or company in the target customer's minds that leaves a profound impression and a unique position. The goal is to gain a competitive advantage. Aiming for the purpose of gaining a competitive edge is ultimately to generate more profit. Actually, this book has only one goal. That is, to generate more profit. What's its essence? It's about achieving a competitive advantage in the target market. Then determining the product's appropriate position in the customer's minds to leave a lasting impression. In other words, securing a good positioning promotes consumers to repeatedly make purchases in large volumes. Gaining such a competitive advantage makes it impossible for competitors to compete with us. Market positioning is an important component of the marketing strategy system. It's very important. It determines whether you can achieve greater profits with lower costs. That is, having established a positioning, it plays a crucial role in establishing distinctive characteristics for the company and its products, meeting customer needs. Actually, the most important thing here is establishing a distinctive characteristic for the company and its products. Now, when you think of Coca-Cola, of course, this isn't the real positioning of Coke in consumers' minds. But as the spending power of Chinese consumers has increased, our first impression of Coke might be happy water for the sedentary. This is something Coca-Cola has been trying to change. But in our minds, Coca-Cola is no longer the same brand it used to be. This is a positioning that companies do not want, but it has formed a rather negative positioning through word of mouth among consumers. Next, let's talk about the steps of market positioning. The entire process of market positioning. It's quite simple, just 3 steps. First, identify your company's competitive advantage. Start with your strengths. Where is my competitive advantage? If you don't understand this, your market positioning will definitely be off. Second, accurately select your relative competitive advantage. Make a precise selection. Third, clearly display your unique competitive advantage. Make it clear so consumers know that this is my competitive advantage. Let's look at the first one, which is identifying the company's competitive advantage. What is its core task? You must answer these questions. First, what is the product positioning of your competitors? Coca-Cola and Pepsi have always been in competition. Coca-Cola entered the market first, followed by Pepsi. So, facing the advantages of Coca-Cola, we must study their positioning before establishing our own. In China's beverage market, especially in the soft drink sector, facing these 2 giants, we've also launched many domestic beverages. But as of now, relatively speaking, we are still missing that final touch. So overall, when our companies are conducting this positioning, we also need to study our competitors' positioning. For instance, now we position ourselves as low calorie, low sugar, or low energy. And secondly, the market must have a sufficient number of customers, their desires, how satisfied they are, and what else they need. Kai Forest launched its own soda drink, targeting a niche in the market. With so many beverages on the market, customers' desires have already been met. I need to research what else they need. Why did Kai Forest do so well? And Jiang Xiaobai before that? Why were they so successful? Actually, it's because they researched these customers and found a more niche market to position themselves in, considering the market positioning of competitors and the interests of potential customers. What should a company be able to do? You found it. But it's useless if you can't do it. Can you produce it? Can you turn the differences you've identified into your real advantages? Can you actually do it? That's also very important. Second, that is, we need to accurately select our relative competitive advantage. What does it include? It talks about the process of comparing a company's overall strength with that of its competitors. Usually, it involves analyzing the company versus competitors in strategic management, placing it on the first major level, research and development, procurement, production, marketing, service, finance, etc. in all aspects of strengths and weaknesses to determine where I have advantages. That's where I will showcase my strengths and position myself. Third, we must clearly display our unique competitive advantage. Its main task is to convey these unique advantages accurately through a series of promotions and advertisements to leave a profound impression in the minds of customers. As everyone knows, nowadays, the sale of flowers is also fiercely competitive nationwide. How to display this unique competitive advantage? For instance, when you think of buying clematis, you think of Red Moon. Everyone knows that a search online will definitely bring up Red Moon clematis, and for roses, it has to be Sky Wolf. Why is Sky Wolf so successful in the Chinese domestic rose market? It's quite clear. They clearly showcase their competitive advantage to customers. I am a self-bred variety. I am the first person in China's rose business, and currently the best. I specialize in the breeding and propagation of roses. Sky Wolf's hybridization is remarkable. Everyone knows if you want to buy a domestic rose with domestic copyright, you definitely go to Sky Wolf. Look here, it's about making sure that target customers can understand, know, familiarize, identify with, like, and prefer our company's market positioning. We aim for it to establish a consistent image within this scope. This is just the beginning. Secondly, we try various measures to strengthen this market impression. That is, once you've formed an impression, the next step is to reinforce it, to deepen your understanding continuously. Thinking of roses, think Sky Wolf. Thinking of clematis, it has to be Red Moon. It's all about reinforcement. Thirdly, it's important to note any deviation in the target customer's understanding and market positioning. When such deviations occur, it's crucial to correct them promptly, to make timely adjustments to any image that's inconsistent with the market positioning. This is what I was talking about earlier. Coca-Cola has been changing, altering its image as a geek's delight beverage. This positioning, in the minds of the general public, it's about changing a deeply rooted image, making different changes. I can launch new products or introduce aspartame without using plain sugar, launching a sugar-free cola beverage with the same taste, but without sugar. Let's consider what market positioning is based on. First is the product's attributes. You definitely have to start from the product's own attributes. You can't position away from the product, away from the product's attributes. That would be baseless. That's empty. Secondly, from the customer's interests, taking care of the customer's interests. Let's talk here about some chain supermarkets promoting everyday low prices. Why offer everyday low prices? Going to the supermarket is essentially about buying things that I believe are convenient to purchase there. But if you don't have your own advantage, targeting some of these customer special interests with positioning, why would I go to your store? To Walmart, to Carrefour, to Yonghui? All these are supermarkets. How do I choose between them? So, some supermarkets have launched a slogan, which is about sacrificing a portion of their profits to give back to the customers. They promote everyday low prices, emphasizing that their products are affordable, yet not lacking in quality. Even better than some supermarkets, better than a supermarket, but affordable because I have my own competitive advantage. For example, in transportation, in marketing, I can strictly control costs. I can offer everyday low prices, and the public will come. The third is product usage positioning. Here we see one low cat for fear of getting heaty. This has become deeply rooted. This phrase is now exclusive to Wang Lo Cat. It's their exclusive usage positioning. Like after eating hot pot, You might feel heady. What to do? Have a can of Wang Lo Cat. You eat spicy chicken. The spicy chicken from Guiyang is so spicy. What to do? Have a can of Wang Lo Cat. Its usage is repeatedly positioned in your mind, so that in certain scenarios, the brand that stimulates you is definitely that one. Then there's user positioning, which means what? Positioning the product specifically for different types of users, guiding the product to a specific consumer group. Take a look at this baby shampoo we've introduced. Baby shampoo is less irritating, made with ingredients that are more gentle. I recommend it to those who feel the need to wash their hair daily, those with unbearably itchy scalps, those who feel uncomfortable without washing their hair every day. I give you these gentle washes, telling you that daily washing won't cause hair loss, but will instead make your hair smoother and softer with each wash. This is a way of guiding the product to certain specific. Fifth is positioning by usage occasion. These products are positioned for various different occasions. Take baking soda, for example, a very simple and currently very cheap chemical product, sodium bicarbonate. It can be used as a refrigerator deodorizer. Once positioned for this usage, it becomes expensive, moving beyond its original value. But we have positioned it as a refrigerator deodorizer, not just baking soda. It can effectively eliminate odors, transforming its concept for this specific usage, thereby elevating the perceived value of the product. It can also be used as an ingredient in sauces and for marinating meat. This means diversifying the functions of baking soda, including neutralizing stomach acid, and also positioning against competitors. It involves positioning with reference to well-known competitors to occupy a clear place in the consumer's mind. What does this mean? It means comparing oneself with a very well-known brand like Qinghua Lang. What does it imply? Their slogan positions them alongside the highly renowned Baijiu, Qinghua Lang, with their advertising phrase stating it's one of China's two great soy aroma veggies. This could be somewhat misleading, as it places itself on par with Moutai for marketing purposes, giving the impression that this product is equivalent to Moutai. This was actually a very successful marketing strategy for a period of time. The seventh is positioning based on a combination of quality and price. Let's look at our country's famous home appliance brand, Haier. What's their positioning? High price, high quality. Then there's Yonghui Supermarket, positioned as a supermarket for the people, by the people. Actually, Yonghui Supermarket started with agricultural products, focusing on fresh produce. Among all supermarkets, in the impression of the general public, it is the best at fresh produce. Its agricultural products are very affordable. A cucumber can be sold for just a few cents. People flock there, going to Yonghui Supermarket just to buy a few cucumbers. Let's see. The fourth is collecting information for market positioning. It says the simplest method to collect quantitative information on positioning is what? Measuring attitudes and attributes. Measuring consumer attitudes towards the product is the simplest method in the collection of market positioning information. And it's also the easiest to execute. We include the primary factors that respondents consider when differentiating and choosing between products. These attributes are incorporated. Then, we create a survey and conduct individual interviews, either in person, online, or via phone, or through big data, analysis, as we'll discuss later, analyzing these data to conduct mining. Finally, finding our own positioning. What methods are there? There are several methods. The first is initial positioning. For businesses just starting out, unsure of how to position themselves, you start from scratch, utilizing all marketing mix elements. Initially, there might be a small budget, but regardless, use it all, making the product's features match the chosen target market. If I position in the R&D market, I'll make a big phone with large letters. Then, I'll vigorously promote this product using various combinations, starting this initial positioning, letting people know, if you want to buy a phone for the elderly, you should buy ours. If you want to buy shoes, buy walking shoes. The second is repositioning. Companies change the characteristics of their products, altering the target customer's original perception, so that the target customers have a renewed understanding of their product image. This is repositioning, feeling that the original positioning was not good enough, or not accurate enough, or not distinct enough. At this time, we need to reposition. The third is called confrontational positioning, where a company chooses to enter a market close to or overlapping with existing competitors, vying for the same customers, and then competing in product, price, distribution, and promotion without much difference. That is confrontational positioning. What kind of products have this kind of positioning, creating a similar one to compete for the same customers? Like Pepsi and Coca-Cola, which are repeatedly discussed in marketing, as they vie for the same customers. The fourth is the dodge positioning strategy. At this time, the market is relatively small, and it's necessary to avoid powerful competitors. Companies avoid direct confrontation with competitors in the target market. Take soy sauce flavored liquor, for example. As everyone knows, 70% of sales are dominated by Moutai. At this point, if you also launch a soy sauce flavored liquor, competing against Moutai is very difficult. Actually, Guizhou has many soy sauce flavored liquors, such as Laimao, and the one we mentioned earlier, not from Guizhou, Qinghua Lang, are similar. At this time, what we need to do, of course, Qinghua Lang is not stronger, it's related by association, but another liquor from Guizhou, Dongjiu. At this point, we should avoid competing with this powerful competitor and develop a different aroma type, not doing soy sauce flavored anymore, but creating a dong aroma, the so-called dong aroma of Dongjiu. Avoiding the strong competitors in the market, not confronting them directly. Class, we've covered quite a bit today. First, the meaning of market positioning. Second, the 3 steps of market positioning. Third, we discussed the 7 bases for it. Fourth, methods for collecting market positioning information. And fifth, the 4 methods of market positioning. That's all for this lesson. Thank you, everyone.